It cracks me up sometimes. I'll get something. Hey Joe, you don't do it like that. You do blah 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 blah. And you're supposed to be a professional, and professionals don't show you how to do it that way. Well, the beauty is, I'm not a professional at installing caulk. Okay? But when I get done with it, it's going to look like a professional. Right? It's going to look like a professional. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Okay, I'm going to try not to put on as much this time. I want you to see that if I can do it, you can do it. Jeez. That's what this channel's about. If a professional was teaching you how to do this, he'd have an entirely different way of doing it, and he'd do it perfect the very first time. And there's no way you're going to be perfect the very first time. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work that way. It just never works that way. And you're going to only learn so much from somebody who's a professional at it. You know what I mean? Okay. So see, once you get too much buildup on your finger, you gotta get that off, or else you're just gonna make your line bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're gonna have to work at it more. Okay. I'm trying to keep my finger the very same all the way along there, and I can feel where I need to push in a little bit more. See right in there, here's some excess there. Man, it's nice and breezy today. Glad we got the trades back. It was hot there for a few weeks. Yeah, even in Maui, we get some mugginess. Okay. See? I took that off, even with holding my finger the very same on here. You want to get the excess off. So the only way to get the excess off, have your finger damp, and that's going to wipe off the excess. You don't want to take a sponge. I've seen some people, oh, you don't have to do that. Just take the sponge and go on there. When you do that, the point of your sponge digs in, or if you don't use the point, you can try to use the middle. And you know, some people might get good at that. I've never really had much luck with that, depending what kind of sponge you have. Maybe it doesn't get in there perfect, and it leaves some little ridges in there where your sponge has slight ridges, or if it's a coarse sponge, it's not, as opposed to a fine sponge, you know. You can try it though. It's just, I'm not going to try that, I don't think, with this, because I'm having good luck with how I'm doing it. Okay. That's looking nice. Okay. Let's do some more, shall we? Now see, pretty soon I'm going to get caught over to the left, and I want to pull my finger this way as far as I can, and then from the far left I'll have to use my left hand. So it's going to get kind of trickier because I want the whole bead to look the same everywhere. You know what I mean? So does it matter how you hold your finger? Yes. See, I want to hold it just like that. And I'm feeling it build up right there, so I'm going to wipe off the excess. Take that, wipe it off. Hold that finger the very same, and you're going to get the same result every time. Okay. Try not to press too hard. Nice, even, Steven as you go. Looking back on that, and it looks like I got just up a hair too high right there. Okay. So I can press, hold it like that, and press harder just at the top of where the tile is. And be aware of that as I go. And that's looking mighty fine. See, so now I've got to start from left to right. I usually like to go right to left with everything. But here, I'm going to have to go left to right. You've got to get used to start using your caulk tube and caulk gun. Good, going both directions. Now I've got to use my left finger, trying to hold it the same that I did my right one. Okay, wipe off the excess as I go. Give me that happy medium where I want it. Take off the excess. Yeah, it's almost like an art form, putting caulking on, especially around the tub, to make it look right. Not everybody can do this, but you practice and you'll be able to do it. See, I got to put more pressure at the top. My finger where the tile is, because if I don't wipe off that excess at the top, you're going to see that, you're going to see the white line up higher onto your tile. That's the last thing you want, because you want it to blend in. You want it to look nice and straight. Okay, there. Wow, it's looking nice. Down at the bottom, just a hair. Pushing more weight at the bottom of my finger onto the tub. Okay, because I already have the top done. Another pass will do you.